A few of you. Cool. So I only have a few minutes to talk up here, so I'm going to be talking about a piece of Google Cloud Platform called Firebase. So we can focus on it, because it's one of the more fun parts to talk about. And it's fun because it makes building stuff really easy. So I guess one more question. How many of you think building apps, web apps and mobile apps takes way longer than it feels like it should? The most hands so far. Yeah, that's kind of what the problem Firebase is trying to solve. Okay, looks like the lines. Everyone's kind of fun to see. So I'm going to start going. We're going to be talking about Firebase. Before we do that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Jenny. I'm a developer advocate at Google on Cloud Platform, and one of my favorite parts of Cloud Platform is Firebase. I was actually a member of the Firebase team before it was a part of Cloud Platform. I always like hearing from people what you guys are up to, what you're building, if you have any questions, if I can help about anything Google related. Just ping me on Twitter, that's my Twitter handle. Always feel free to tweet at me. Cool, okay, so what the heck is this Firebase thing? Firebase is kind of a big bag of goodies to take all of the parts of app development, web app and mobile app development, and cross-platform app development that are kind of a pain in the butt that you do over and over again every time you build an app. And it kind of takes care of those for you, so you don't have to keep reinventing the wheel every time. Stuff like real-time data synchronization, and offline, authentication, hosting, a whole bunch of other stuff too. But I'm going to be focusing on one part of Firebase today, just the real-time database, because it's the most fun to put in the slides. So we'll be talking about that. And what the real-time database is it kind of automates all of your synchronization of local state on your apps with the internet, which makes things like multiplayer games and multi-user apps so much easier. But first, here's the agenda. So how we're going to kind of dig through it. I talked a little bit about what real-time actually is, since it's an overused term. It means a lot of things, different things to different people, different things to different markets. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about why it's traditionally been challenging to build, how Firebase makes it easier. Then we're going to go through some real-world examples, and then I will take all of your questions. Sound like a plan? All right, let's do it. First, let's talk about real-time. So in this case, real-time means data that is best served fresh. So by this, not all data is data that needs to be delivered in real time, but some of it is. For example, like stock quotes are really valuable the moment they happen. You can ask high-frequency traders about this. They're very, very valuable when they're very, very fresh. And then as time passes, they become increasingly less valuable. But there's some other classes of data that kind of are most valuable when super, super fresh. Here's a few. How about parking data? This is an interactive one. You can go up to this URL if you want to. And did any people actually brave the streets and drive in today? No one. Oh, a couple of people. Parking around here is kind of nasty, isn't it? Here's an example of data that's really useful when it's fresh, is where there are parking spots on the street right now. Because where a parking spot was available yesterday, last week, or even an hour ago, or even a minute ago is not useful information. It's information that's only useful in that moment. And it's cool because San Francisco has this great API when you can actually, they publish the data on the changing parking meter rates and the availability of parking spots in real time. So we take those and we put them into Firebase and we deliver them in real time. So it's actually really easy to build this. You can actually check out the source code for this app. It's all just JavaScript and HTML. It's like a couple hundred lines of code. And it does deliver real-time updates on local parking information. All right, here's where the interactive ones really begin. We're all going to work together. You're all going to help me draw a dinosaur. Because collaboration, like collaborating on documents, collaborating on a drawing of a dinosaur, is another example of stuff that is best served, it's best delivered quickly. Like strokes on a drawing. Okay, who's drawing? No one's admitting to it? Well, I'll draw with you. And as you can see, the real-time collaboration, as we collaborate together to draw this thing we were trying to draw, not very successfully, If our collaboration took even minutes to deliver, it would not be as exciting. It would be a much less exciting application. The data would be much less valuable. Only one other person's out there, and they won't admit that they're doing it. Oh, there, they said hi. Oh, a few more people are in. So is it updating pretty quickly? Those of you who are drawing? And that kind of quick update makes it a lot more fun. Makes it a lot more useful. Okay, enough of drawing dinosaurs. Since there's a dinosaur and now someone drew spikes. Thank you, whoever actually helped. Okay, let's look at one more example. My favorite one, which does not embed into a slide very well, but it's still one of my favorites.
Asteroids.
MMOasteroids.firebaseapp.com. We can also talk about game data. This is another example of data that is best served fresh. Multiplayer collaboration. So knowing where another player is in a game is something that needs to be synchronized within milliseconds. If it takes several seconds, a game like Asteroids is a lot less fun. And here is an example of a game which we can play together right now. It works on your phone too. We've got MMO Asteroids. I don't know if anyone can actually see it. Oh, that's why. MMO Asteroids, that Firebase